Today, our practice would be to connect with the will inside our body, especially in parts which are either not well for some time, they're having some difficulty, and they're remaining like that for some time, or parts in us which are holding some memories or emotions. What we're going to try and locate is, as we travel through our body here and there, parts that have wills which have given up or accepting the status quo. For example, you may have a little pain somewhere, a swelling somewhere, a constriction somewhere, and let's say you've tried to heal it or whatsoever, and it has come to a point, but not beyond that. And at some level, we accept the status quo. We accept that this is how it's going to be for our life. When we read record of yoga of Sri Aurobindo, it's humbling to see the extent to which he was transforming minutely, including color in his teeth, etc., etc. There was minute level offering. Everything was offered to the divine. Offering means the part that is holding something limiting opens up to the above and the grace descends into it. So today we are going to more focus on the will across the body and locate those that have given up and slowly restore the aspiration exactly in those paths to connect to the divine above without any anxiety, but at the same time without a passive compliance to the status quo. We go inside our body now and first just connect to our body, connect to our breath, and be with our breath flow throughout the body. As we are within our body and our breath, do also include the sexual energy that we all have, used or unused. It is still there inside the body. And it's not in any specific location necessarily. It's also a current that runs through the body. It has many connotations, but it also has a sweet nature of love when it is connected to the above. So without blocking, because everything has to go through its natural process, and the highest imprint then comes into it. Because this is a creative flow. So connect to the sexual energy that we all have. Connect it with your breath. And let it also flow through your own body, through your own substance, up and down. For those who can and want, as we go deeper into the body, you can continue to be with your body and breath. And if you wish, also with your natural, the unstimulated, the natural sexual currents that are there, and let it also run through the substance of your body offered to the divine above. We'll separately explore that on another day, but just as a start point. Now, select one part of your body to begin with, which has something stored, unhealed, or untransformed, either physically, emotionally, or energetically. And take your awareness there, and we will work very minutely there now. You'll have to do this in your own way. So go inside that part and locate the wills there that have given up or feels helpless or are simply not aspiring. They've just accepted the problem consciously, semi-consciously, subconsciously, and the situation is just stuck there. I'll be quiet for a few minutes in the same location, just go around. And if you stay in those parts that are stuck, you will also notice the will there, which is passive, accepting the limitation. Focus merely on the will today. Allow your breath to touch the will. And see if the will wakes up. What is the quality of the will itself? Check. Does it have strength? Does it have an orientation to the above or wanting to connect to the divine? If not, just stay there with that aspiration, with the will. You may be drawn to other parts of the body and the other wills as well. And if that happens, that's fine. Very, very subtle focus on the will. Let your breath touch the will. Check if the will has strength or is it weak. And check if it is oriented like a flame. Is it oriented to connect to the divine, to connect to the above? We're going very practical and subtle. For example, if a part doesn't feel too good and you feel itchy there, just as an example, you just take your fingers and you scratch and you forget about it, which means the will there has accepted the limitation and there's a minor comfort given and one forgets the sadhana of the body there. You're going this subtle and practical. So immediately we need to connect with the will there and remind the will that the past need not be the future. You remind the will that the method given by the mother and Sri Aurobindo is to come from the future ideality and allow that to transform the present and the past. So the will is playing out an old formula. If it is just stuck to the past memories there, remind the will here and there in your body that they are also Agni, the witness, the Sakshi. They are also the light. They can actually connect. Actually, they can connect to the future ideality of the body. So keeping your awareness in one such will in a part of your body which is stuck in its healing or transformation, slowly remind the will in each point to connect to the above and to intuitively see or feel the future ideality not coming from your past or the past's past, but the body's own capacity for a full healing, the body's own potential to hold divine qualities within. Request the will to directly connect to the future ideality of the body, pointed above. There are three things that we are learning to do. Take your awareness to the same part, another location, or go to another part which is stuck. And minutely, very minutely, subtly, you're countering the will that has become passive. You're allowing your breath to touch the will so that there is freshness. And you're requesting the will to connect to the future ideality of the body so that the will itself can see the higher future in an impersonal way, in a universal way, in a divine way, and thus allow that connection to be made in those cells. The will needs to be oriented to the divine's agenda, and the future ideality, and not oriented to the memories of the past. Let go. You can keep obviously continuing this practice throughout your lifetime. And now just become aware of your overall body and see how the inner regions of the body is after this exercise. Offer your entire body to the divine above, allowing the receptivity to be there for whatever chooses to visit us from above, the grace, the light. Thank you.